Hey everyone, I just wanted to give you a quick overview of this job search tracker that we put together, which helps all of you, which can help you during your job search because there are so many different components that go into your search, right? Applications you're sending out, people you're reaching out to, interviews you're having, exploratory calls you're going to have, who you're talking to, recruiters, hiring managers, all of that, right? And because there's so many components, it's easy to lose track of what needs to be done, what you've already done, who you need to follow up with, what action items you need to have, all of that, right? And so we put this tracker together so that you can have everything you're doing during your job search all in one place. And it gives you quick snapshots of, again, everything you've done, what you need to do, and what you will be doing. So let's give you a quick overview. So the first tab that you have, this is your main dashboard, will give you a quick snapshot of how many companies you've applied to and how many interviews you've had. And then also the ratio on the right? So the second tab is the actual job application tracker. So every single time you apply to a job, you want to come to this tab and just fill out the information that you think is relevant, right? So applying to Amazon for the role, the location, where you found the job description, the link for the job description, how you found it, right? Because knowing where you're finding most of your jobs and where most of your interviews are coming from really helps you sort of double down on where to spend and focus most of your time, right? If someone referred the job to you, you want to mention that. And then just relevant information. And then did any interviews come from that? And what date did you apply to? So once you fill that out, you can go to this tab once you start getting interviews from those jobs, and you can just kind of keep track of all the different interviews you're having, how many times you've met with the company, the date you met with them, what type of interview was it, who you met with, right? Their email address. Have you sent a thank you note to them? If you haven't, then you want to, right? And then any sort of relevant information that you took from this interview. So one of the biggest pieces of advice that we give to our clients is after every single interview, they should do a quick brain dump of everything they thought about that interview, right? So sort of like a debrief of what did I do well? What areas can I improve on? Were there any questions that they asked me that completely threw me off guard? Are there any action items required on my part after the interview, right? Like, do you need to send them portfolio or examples of work, or do you need to put together a case study? Whatever it might be, you always want to put that in this notes section. So this is, again, a good snapshot of every company you're interviewing at. And then this next tab, I think, is a really cool place because this is where most people lose sort of track of everything is all the people they're networking with throughout their job search, right? These are people that you're being referred to. These are people that are being referred to you. These are recruiters and hiring managers who work at the companies you're applying to, recruiters and hiring managers who work at the companies you would just love to work at, people in your network, old colleagues, old friends, old schoolmates, maybe family members, anyone you've talked to that's helping you with your job search. You want to keep track of it here and who you've talked to, how did you reach out, how many times have you followed up, so you know if you need to do another one, what was said in that call with them, what are some next steps that you need to follow up on, whatever it might be. You want to keep track of that here. So again, we put this whole thing together because of all the different variables and components that go into the job search and how easy it can be to lose track of them, so that you can have it all stored in one single place and give you one sort of overall snapshot and help you determine what's effective, what's not effective, and again, where you can spend most of your time. This is a tool that's been really helpful for our clients, and I really hope that it helps you as well. If there's anything you need help with in addition to this, like interview prepping, trying to get more clarity on what roles to go after, not sure what strategy to really implement or utilize for your next role, reach out to us, and you can download this tracker using the link below, and you can also schedule a time to speak with me or someone on my team using the link below as well. But I really hope that this helps you, and I wish you all the best of luck. Take care.